Also, we're continuing the Kitzur. Today is in Siman Kof Mem Aleph, chapter 141, Hilchos Megillah. Mishenichlas Adar Marbe Misimcha. When the month of Adar arrives, we amplify our simcha, we amplify our joy. And to the point that if a person has a court case with a non-Jew, we should try to adjudicate it this month, because this is a good month for Mazel for Jews. Why? What happened? So in Sif Beis, Mordechai ve'Esther Nikola Yehudim b'Shlosh Asar Chodesh Adar La'amod al Nafsham u'linakam ha'ebayim. On the 13th of Adar, Mordechai and Esther gathered the Jews together to go out and fight for their lives. So what happened? And they needed obviously Hashem's help to help them fight the battle. So remember, the Kitzur writes, quoting the Mechilta, that historically when Jews would go to war, they would fast. They would fast as a way of supplicating for divine intervention and divine assistance. We find this the first time by Moshe Rabbeinu when he went to war with Amalek. And he fasted on that day. Ve'imkein mistama as gad me Mordechai ve'Esther es ana b'yom yud gimel adar. V'lachein kiblu aleim kol Yisrael yom zeh l'tainis sibor v'nikras tainis Esther. So therefore, b'pashtos, when our ancestors were going out to war against Haman, against the enemies of the Jewish people, they fasted on the 13th of Adar. V'lachein kiblu aleim kol Yisrael yom zeh l'tainis sibor v'nikras tainis Esther. K'dei liskar shabar yisparach shemo roa v'shot tfilos Tfilas kol ish beis saraso kasharis ano v'yashuv al Hashem b'chol levavo kimo she'asa la'oseh b'yamim ahim. So the ideal here is Tanis Sibor. Interestingly enough, the Kitzur writes is that since the Jews went to war, again, because remember, we know this right from the Megillah, that Achashverosh could not rescind the decree that he made. So instead he gave the Jews the ability to defend themselves. So with Pashtas on a simple level, again, historically, Jews fasted when they went to war. So therefore, again, that fast in preparation for the war was the 13th of Adar, what we call Tanis Esther. Umikol makom, ein tanis zeh chova kol kach kimo arba tanisim sheksuvim b'mikra. V'lachein yesh lahakal bo be'es hatzorach kigol mu'beres, u'menikos, afilu chol ketzas b'ke'evei naim. Shemitztarim harbe lo yisanu. But this fast, however, again, is not as strict as other fasts, and therefore, again, a woman who's nursing or pregnant, or even just someone who's just generally not feeling well, even just a headache, doesn't have to fast. The chen yoledes kol lam yom, woman who has given birth within 30 days. The chen chasen besoch shivim me'amishte shalo ilin shikol insanos, or a chasen and kala within sheva brachas don't have to fast. So this is important. In other words, as important as Tanis Esther is, you just want to point out over here, interestingly enough, the Kitzur says that the Megillah doesn't say explicitly that they fasted on the 13th of Adar. Rather, what the Kitzur says is it's assumed or understood that they fasted in preparation for war, as historically that's what Jews did. But because this is not a rabbinically mandated fast, or even though it is a rabbinic fast, but it's not as strict as the other fasts, and therefore halacha l'maisa, even if someone is just mildly uncomfortable or ill, they don't have to fast. He goes on, but in general, everyone else should fast. Everyone else should fast in Tanis Esther. Okay. Halacha Gimel, B'yom Yud Dalid Purim hu. So the 14th of Adar is Purim. V'michal Purim B'yom Echad. If Purim falls out, let's say the 14th of Adar falls out on a Sunday, Makdimin le'es anos B'yom Hey. V'miyesh az bris milah v'yasu es asuda v'layla. Aval asandik v'avia ben mutar lechol bayom. V'yitzrichim is anos B'yom vav. Aval odem achar sheshachar v'achal B'yom Hey yisana B'yom vav. This is very interesting. If it happens to be that the 14th of Adar falls out on a Sunday, so obviously, again, Tanis Esther is always the day before Purim. However, again, if Purim is falling out on a Shabbos, we can't fast on that day. We can't fast on that day. And therefore, halacha l'maisa will push the fast to Thursday. Everyone has to fast on Thursday. He points out that there's a bris on that Thursday. They make the Suda Thursday night, but the Sandik and the father of the baby are permitted to eat that entire day. Also, they quote an interesting halacha that says that in the event that one, let's say again, if Tanis Esther was pushed, let's say if Purim falls out on a Sunday, Tanis Esther was pushed to a Thursday, and one accidentally ate on Thursday, in that case, they would make up the fast day ultimately again on Friday. All right, have a wonderful day, everyone.